6. Congratulations. And that's not something that I want you to take lightly, because honestly, sticking to anything new and trying to build a habit and saying, you know what, I'm going to do this is big. It is. And it's why we haven't overly bombarded you with too much content or some things. We know that in the beginning you want to build the momentum and the strength and the foundation, but you also don't want to burn out. So it's really important that you go back, reflect, like stop, literally every 6 days. I say, you know, I got to just take a second here. We got to make sure we're caught up from the plan we had for the week. What have we accomplished, right? We want to take a look back. We want to make sure that, you know, we've gone through what we needed to, because if you miss any parts of the training or not doing things, then you feel like you're lost or behind, and then what happens is your self-confidence goes down, and then you just kind of spiral out, and then you spin into this world of feeling sorry for yourself, and then things don't get done. So we're trying to break that cycle and say, you know what, we are strong and business-minded people. However, we are real people who want to make money authentically and in a good way. We want to do it by helping people, not by hurting other people, not by breaking them, not by, you know, doing it in the traditional business way, because the whole reason that you're in this program is because you didn't want to do it that way, right? You didn't want to do that. However, you're sick of kind of living this mediocre existence. You're like, that's not happiness either. So you're in between worlds. So we got to get you out of the one world into the new world, and you can only do that by kind of reviewing, catching up, and taking a breath, right? So 6 days that you've been working now, and if it hasn't turned out the way you thought it would, I want you to forgive yourself, but ask yourself why. What got in the way? And if it was emotional traumas, or if it was, you know, difficult people, or whatever it was, I need you to actually today look back at the week and say, what are the two main stressors what are the two main stressors that kind of got in the way this week from my goals? And maybe you got through the whole week and everything was perfect. Hey, if you did, you're way ahead of the rest of us, way ahead, so keep going. But if you didn't, and there was things that kind of got in the way, or you started to feel insecure, or that you couldn't do it, ask yourself why, because that's the key to getting help, to getting you over it, to get you where you want to be to your goals. And this is the stage and the step that so many people neglect so soon, right? Everybody can jump on board and be in there in the beginning. It happens all the time. Everybody gets on the bandwagon, and then it fades out, because that the harder part of being a leader and sticking to a business and growing and learning and developing is being an authentic leader. And if you start from garbage, you better know how to build a good garbage empire. I had to do that in the beginning, and that was my joke, is that I said take my empire of dirt, because that was built on having to give up all of me. I had to become fully authentic, fully myself, before I was in a place where I could feel like I could make money. And some people have to go through that, because if you were told that you're not good enough, or you come from beliefs that you can't make money, or your family history says that, you will have a very hard time with this business. I'm not going to be the person to tell you it's for everyone, because it's not. Not everybody can do it, but not everybody has the drive and the will to continue to do it when it gets hard. And that is why on day 6, I'm asking you to take a look at yourself and take a look in the mirror and ask yourself, what adversities are you dealing with, and what things are holding you back, and then what do you foresee holding you back? What are the obstacles that are in your way that might still be in your way if you don't deal with them right now? And that's the difference. We need to build a strong foundation here so you can build your business and get to where you need to be. But we have to take a little bit of action every day, a little bit of reflection, a little bit. So it's a lot, but we want to move through it to get you where you want to be. But we also want to appreciate the day that we're in and live in gratitude. It's like it can be a little bit pulling. However, you can't do everything all at once. So I don't want you to think you can. That is another thing that is, you're not going to take on the whole world. You're not going to build an empire in a day. So take that stress off your plate. Have your goals, have your things, and now let's be realistic to the circumstances you have to deal with to get you to your goals. Nobody's saying you're not going to get to your goals, because you will get to your goals. 1,000%, I believe in you. I know you'll get to your goals, but we need to break it down so that you can face the realities that you're going to have in your life that are going to stop you from getting your goals. That's what it is. And if it's you or if it's somebody else, you need to determine how that's going to work, because at the end of the day, the only person who can get you through it is you. So I want you to review the tapes. I want you to go back and see anything you've missed. Because the reality is, before you even get your kit, you could hit the first level in this business. You can make $700, whatever. You can make more than that. There's different opportunities. We just have to get you there where you are building the strong foundation and believing in yourself. And because everybody starts from a different place, we don't want to say this is how you have to do it. We're going to give you the guide to do it yourself so that you become your own superhero in this process. I don't want to be your superhero. I want you to be your superhero. I'll be your sidekick.